Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today for Wars 5 and 6 of Season 26. So his first fight is going to be against a Dr. Doom on Noob 3. So, as you probably saw by the title and the thumbnail, I do die during these two wars. And that is going to be to this fight here. So I have done this quite a few times before. It's not that difficult of a fight, but here his AI is just playing up a lot, not using special ones at all. Can't wait too long trying to bait because of the fury build up. Now I've had to push him over special 2. Can't really hit him much more because this person did place with 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion. Thankfully he does use a special 2 though. So now I just need to build up to special 3 and do a bit of a doom cycle. So go and go for that here. So yeah, at this point all's going fine. Then here, go for another combo. 40 was dashing in, he's not. Throws off a special 2. And at this point I know I'm dead. Just throw off this special 3. Try and get as much damage in as possible before the incinerates kill me. So this is the end of a deathless streak, 197 fights, 24 wars, and yeah, it's all as quick as that. So I did end up finishing off this fight, and I did take 3 fights after it as well. All of them went fine. So now I've got a rank 3 Apocalypse on Spike Power from Afar, using Dr. Octopus here. Just need to let the power lock apply, and now we just need to parry heavy until we get up to a special 3. Dr. Octopus by far the best option for this matchup. So now getting close to special 3. Don't actually land the parry there, but it doesn't matter because we don't need to land any more heavies. So special 3 is going to apply a 15-second power lock, which we can refresh with the special 1. So do also have some increased block proficiency from the chemistry build up. And yeah, this Apocalypse goes down, really easy fight. It's now moving up to a Guardian on kinetic transference and kinetic transference and aspect of evolution. Going to be using Doom here. Do also have the Reed Synergy, but that is more for one of the other fights which did not record. But it is going to help here just to get rid of his armour up buff and increase the damage a bit. So this is a really easy Doom fight. Basically just need to get up to special 3 and do a pretty basic Doom cycle. Not entirely sure why I went for special 1 there. So there I don't go for the heavy attacks, I don't want to push him up to special 2. Now I'm just building his power up before I go for special 3. So I do have a Mystic Power Boost on here, that's more for the next fight, but did mean that we have to shorten the combo, but go for a special 2 and Guardian's down. So now moving on to the fight that I was actually most worried about initially. This war, it is a HitMonkey on Connect Transfer. It's powerful from afar. Do have an invulnerability boost active here. Plan was basically to not knock him down much and also basically just ignore his power meter. Doesn't really matter if he gets to special 3. Here I'm going for some light attacks, trying to get up to my special 3 before he has an opportunity to use special 2. Now special 3s don't actually count as knockdowns, so it is not going to trigger any of HitMonkey's stances. So yeah, see there, I don't go for the special 1 because I don't want to knock him down. Go for another special 3 and at this point this fight is pretty much over. So yeah, this one went really well. Did also take a few mini bosses, but they didn't record. They also went fine. So yeah, this war, pretty much only that Doom fight that went badly, and it went really badly. So now moving on to War 6, this one is against 2-on-1. So I have 6 fights this war, bringing in Apocalypse, Void and Killmonger. So first up we've got a Korg on Ebb and Flow Knockdown. So I don't really get this placement without Heavy Hitter. I can understand it with it, but without it, it's just a really easy fight for pretty much any moderately good Korg counter. And also I don't really understand why you will put Korg and Moleman together on Ebb and Flow Knockdown when they're both just really easy for an Omega Red or an Apocalypse. So this fight is definitely going to be on the longer side. I've only got 1 charge because I don't have the cable synergy, and Korg obviously isn't a mutant. But he can't shrug off Apocalypse's stuns, so I can just parry and throw a few light attacks off. Go for heavy attacks for Ebb and Flow Knockdown. There I thought about going for a special 2, but I thought the end of it might still be sort of hitting when his rock shield came back, and I didn't want to take the Thorns damage. So I'm just going to deplete this rock shield before going for another special. There I tried to get a light intercept, he didn't play into it, but it doesn't really matter. Do get pushed to a special 3, which isn't ideal, but again, this is just a really simple fight. Does quite a bit of damage, takes off 17% of his health. We do actually only get weakness and concussion, so we don't get any of the damage over time from the special 3 sadly. But we do have a mutant power booster on. Go straight in for the special 1, get some nice damage off. Just need to deplete this rock shield, get another knockdown, then go for another special attack, and he should be down. Managed to refresh the debuffs just in time. Go for a special 1 here. Nearly takes him down, not quite. Did also notice in this fight that I actually did not have Despair active, so I am going to turn that on for the rest of the war, because I do have quite a few Apocalypse fights, and the willpower healing from all the debuffs is quite a bit. So now moving on to Moleman. Now this placement does make sense. It's good on the heavy hitter now, because obviously he shrugs off your parries against most champions, and you can't punish his heavy attack. But Apocalypse obviously can't shrug his parries off, so it's basically just going to be a repeat of the first fight. But don't need to throw light attacks or worry about when I'm throwing specials as much. Drop off a heavy attack here. Believe we'll go for a special 2, yeah, get the degeneration. Now this Moleman does not have willpower at all, which is going to speed up the fight a nice bit. Drop off another heavy attack to remove the protection. Go for a special 1 with the poison active. Now I was hoping to just throw off another special one, get the weakness and hope that kill him, but I am going to need to knock him down again before doing that, because he played quite passive. But yeah, he goes down, really simple fight. So now we're moving on to a thing on EMP mod and Burden of Might. Going to be using Apocalypse here. Now Apocalypse is far from the best option for this. The Void that I've got with me would have been better. Did also have an Omega Red, but I need to get the 4th charge on Apocalypse for the buffet Alpha that I'm going to be taking later on this war. So start off the fight, 3 5-hit combos, push him to 15 rock stacks, do trigger dexterity, which do want to ideally avoid. Shock's ticking for 129, which for Apocalypse's health pool, which is probably somewhere around 60,000 boosted up here. It's not really that much. So here we bait out special 2. Go for our own special 2 and get the concussion active. That's going to reduce the rock stat gain and potentially prevent some EMP mod or Burden of Might triggers. Heavy counter there. Notice block the first hit of the special 1 to avoid dex. Keep refreshing the concussion. Here I definitely made quite a big mistake. Threw the special 2 when he had too many rock stacks, but thankfully did get quite lucky and the concussion stopped just enough of them to leave him at 15. But that could have ended quite badly if he gained 1 additional rock stack. So now go for the special 1 to apply the weakness, refresh the debuffs and also the heavy attack bleed, so it will decrease the rock stacks. Notice there the concussion actually stopped us from getting shocked, which is nice. Go for the poison now, heavy counter again. Do trigger dex there, which isn't great. Go for another heavy. Just keeping the rock stacks as low as possible. So do get shocked here. Now go for a special 2, get the degeneration active and finish him off. So yeah, it's not a great matchup, very long fight, but not particularly risky either. So now we're moving on to a Doom. This is on Vigour and Indomitable. Using Void for this matchup, he is brought specifically for this fight. And we do also have the Killmonger synergy. And yeah, Void is going to heal 1% every time a debuff applies, which is going to help manage the block damage in this fight. And any shock damage that we might take. Yeah, well, the main reason Void is so good for Doom is because Petrify actually prevents Doom from activating his aura. So it was a first debuff in this fight, which is quite lucky. And we do get it there, which just means all of the healing is going to be completely shut off. So yeah, because he doesn't activate aura, we can actually block the special 1 now. So we're getting a nice bit of healing to keep topped up from the Killmonger synergy. Debuffs are ticking nicely, and yeah, this is just a really simple and safe fight. So going to wait to throw my special 1 here until Fear of the Void is active, otherwise it would just be wasted. Get Petrify first again, which is great because Fear of the Void, even though it does have the Petrify function, it doesn't stop Doom's aura. You need a true Petrify on him for that. But yeah, he's going down quite nicely here. Debuff's doing most of the damage, obviously, ignoring all of his armour and crit resist. Here he doesn't really want to use his special 1, but that's fine. Debuffs is still going to be taking him down. Fear of the Void does expire here. Just before he goes down. Debuffs are going to nearly take him out. I was hoping they would just finish him. They don't quite, so do have to land another hit. But yeah, really basic fight. So now we're moving on to and Alsa Bloodstone on Buffet. We're going to be using Apocalypse. Pretty much at this point I knew this was going to be a really easy fight because we're doing a lot more damage than I was initially expecting. I believe I am quite heavily boosted here because this was a really close war, and I am taking the boss with this set of boosts. Got a mutant power boost on. Basically plans go for a special 2 and then go for a special 1 straight after. Blocking her special 1 just to avoid triggering Buffet. Go for a special 1 here and she's dead. So now moving on to our final fight of the war. This is a rank 3 Modok boss, going to be using Killmonger. So seen this fight done quite a few times. Going to use a regeneration boost because again this was a really close war at this point. I think we were 1 death down and around the same on fights. So I am taking extra precautions, even though I am quite confident with this matchup. So start of the fight is probably the hardest part of this matchup. Just need to build up Modok to his special 1 and then get the True Strike active. Going for reparries to mitigate block damage. And basically hoping he throws a heavy attack after his first or second hit rather than going for full combos. Yeah, I've got the True Strike up now. Using the counterpunch charges on the special 1 to get my ins. Using parry with it to reduce the damage taken. And yeah, at this point the fight is completely in hand, just need to keep evading these special 1s. Got some pretty good bleed RNG already, up to 15. So here special 1 triggers protect, so we go for a non-parry use of the counterpunch, which has a slightly quicker response and does actually count as an intercept. Now I've got 25 bleeds on him. I think I'm going to start saving up to special 3 fairly soon. Might go for 1 more special 1, can't remember. Yeah, looks like going to opt for saving up to special 3 here. Once I throw off that special 3, the fight is pretty much over. So we are getting a bit unlucky on the bleeds now. We've got a lot more earlier on in the fight. But yeah, nearly at the special 3. Go for some reparries again to mitigate damage. I think at this point I'm trying to just bring him a bit lower so I can be certain that the special 3 and the bleeds will kill him. So yeah, we activate Reverberation to get the small damage boost from the SIG. And yeah, this fight is pretty much done at this point. So we did actually end up winning this war by 1 death. They died right at the end of the war and we cleaned up quite nicely. And we did also lose against Agent Graphite. They only died 3 times total. Thanks for watching and I'll see you all in the next war video.